want to keep my whānau well and spend time together, so we vaccinate for flu and COVID for peace of mind. Tomo mai Ngati Porou.
Wellness for me is ensuring that we keep healthy, that we eat well and keep ourselves fit, and ensure we take lots of rest and have lots of vitamin C. And if you're vulnerable, take the flu vaccine. For me, and especially my mum and my daughter, we've ensured that we keep ourselves safe in our home and protect each other by maintaining wellness. So, kia ora, get immunised.
Give your local health clinic a call and book in for your free COVID and flu vax. Make sure the whole whānau are up to date with all their immunisations. This message is brought to you by Ngati Porou Hauora and Te Runanga Nui o Ngati Porou.
Ko hikurangi te maunga, ko waiapu te awa. No leira e te iwi, nau mai hara mai ki te papatākoro Whakarua o Whakarua ki Ruatoria mō tēnei kēmu wanganu e te haukainga ngā Ngāti Porou Kaupoi me ngā manuhiri no Horowhenua-Kapiti. Ka tika me mihi atu ki ngā mate huhua o te wā i ngā mate haere atu rāpiti hono tātai hono rātou ki a rātou. Apiti hono tātai hono tātou te hungaora ki a tātou anō. Nā reira e te whānau, tēnā tātou i runga i ngā tini āhuatanga o te wā, nā mihi hoki ki te kai tautoko mō tēnei whakapāho ki a koutou, arā te runanga nui o Ngāti Porou, Awa ko te Ngāti Porou Hauora. Kia ora whānau, welcome to today's broadcast, kindly brought to you by Te Runanga Nui o Ngāti Porou. We are here at Whakarua Park for the first game of the Heartland season for Ngāti Porou East Coast, taking on Horowhenua-Kapiti today. And a big mihi to our team from Aotearoa Tall FM, helping us out with our stream in the background today. Of course, in the production units, we've got myself, Porou Brooking, on the commentary. Erie Walker will be helping out on the cameras, as well as my brother Adrian Royal in the background. Big mihi to everyone, no matter where you are in the world. Our iwi agency is keeping you connected to a bit of the haukainga today, here in Ruatoria at Whakarua Park on a beautiful, beautiful Saturday afternoon. And we've had a little bit of rain around the traps this week, and the ground is a little bit sticky out there. Now, prior to kick-off, we managed to get down and catch up with a couple of the Horowhenua-Kapiti boys. Here's what they had to say.
Hey, I'm David McLean, and this is
Scott Cameron.
We're here playing East Coast today. We've got Ryan's Shelfords 100th game. How do you think the game's going to go today, Scotty?
It's going to be physical. I'm just more excited to see Shelford run out. A couple of years ago, you said if Richie McCaw can get to 100, then he can as well. And today's a great chance for him to do that. So, yeah.
Yeah, he's a real legend, eh, Shelley? How you been going this season? I noticed this morning you had 2 breakfasts. How'd you get on with that? You got through both of them, so you nailed it.
Yeah, the first one was fruit salad, so that kind of counts as breakfast. Second one was just nice eggs on toast. But yeah, what about yourself? You had about 4 dinners and Maccas. So how's that going to go for you today?
Or just try and get through the first half watching you, and then hopefully I'll get on. That'll be ideal.
Yeah, fair enough. Cheers.
We also got to catch up with a couple of the Ngati Porou East Coast boys debutants today. We caught up, of course, earlier with Mr. Joe Royal and Api Pewhairangi. Here's what they had to say.
Kia ora tātou katoa, nau mai haere mai ki te rohe o Ngāti Porou, ki te papatākoro o Whakarua. Ko ai tēnei, ko a pirana pewhairangi tōku ingoa, he uri no te kokoru o toko maru, ko marotiri te maunga, ko te whānawa rua taupare te hapu, ke takitaha, ko ai koe bro?
Ko Joe Royal tōku ingoa, he uri no Ngāti Whātua Rake, te aroa Ngāpui, tēnei te mi ki a koutou katoa, Ngāti Porou.
Both making our debuts today for the Sky Blue. How are you feeling, bro?
Yeah, pretty excited. Just I mentioned to the boys, it's been a team that I've looked up to since Kura at Te Aute, so just watching those old teams of the 90s and early 2000s battled out, so pretty honoured and pretty pumped. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm the same. This is my dream team to play for growing up. This is like my All Blacks, so I'm really looking forward to getting out there and representing our whānau and our hapu and our iwi today, so looking forward to it. What can we expect from you today, bro?
I don't know. I've had a feeling of I might score a hat-trick today. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
That boil up last night going to give you some carbs to get through today? Or?
Yeah, one of the cousins brought down some mutton and some pork bones, so hopefully it gives me a bit of weight to get over the line.
Yeah,
got a fresh cut too from the boys in Gizzy. Nice a little mud flap here, so hopefully that comes out on in the game today.
Yeah, ka pai, o mautoni mai e tiwi. We're about to get out there, we've got to get into our warm-up now. Cheer.
And yes, of course, whānau, great to catch up with these boys prior to kick-off. And as I said, a couple of debutants out there. Speaking of debutants, let's take a look at your teams for today's match. Let's start off with the Manuhiri, starting at number 1, Slade Sultan. Sase Va'a wearing number 2. Scott Cameron, wearing number 17. Couldn't fit the number 3 jersey. Ryan Shelford playing his 100th game today. Big mihi, of course, to Mr. Shelford. Kale Erickson, Joel Winterburn, Aaron Lemert, your Lucy's with Callum Watts Pointer. Thomas Barnsley and Hamish Buick, your inside pairing. Willie Paoa out on the left wing, wearing no number because he couldn't fit the jersey either. Taylor Tane wearing no number. Toto Kapia wearing number 13. Trevor Owens, was that Queens? Sorry, is that a Q or sorry, I'll get his name right. Keaton Kawana wearing number 15. On the bench, John Neilage, Jordan Tupai Ui, David McErlin, Ryan Hick, Colino Koti, Trent Reti, Connor Pucky and Lewis Northcote. Taking a look at your boys or your men in sky blue, making his debut wearing number 1, Joe Royal, Jorian Tangaire, Samisi Akana, Boston Hunt, another debut boy out there, Nitani Seruwanga, Richie Green wearing number 6, Jack Richardson wearing number 7, Will Bollingford at the back of the scrum today, Sammy Parks back in sky blue will be captaining the team from number 9, Carlos Kemp making his debut at this level wearing number 10, Bless Precy Elliott wearing number 11, Joe Wadman, he's, we'll get that corrected, there's Joe Wadman from out of the Northcote club up there in North Harbour. Api Pewhairangi pairing with him in the centres today. Chris Palmer on the right wing and the evergreen Verdon Bartlett at the back wearing number 15. On the bench, Jody Tuhaka, Hakarangi Tichborn, a bit of a spelling mistake there. Perrin Manuel, Kian Westrip, Tuturangi Narimu, Hamuera Moana and Fabian Kahaki and Mohi Bartlett rounding off your reserves there. And it's expected to go from the haka whānau, as no doubt these two teams will, I'm sure Horowhenua-Kapiti will have a reply. They usually do. There's Ngati Porou. Sorry, there we go. Horowhenua-Kapiti laying down the challenge. And of course, Mr. Ryan Shelford playing his 100th game in the Horowhenua-Kapiti jersey. What an achievement, what a milestone. Take this opportunity to mihi with one of my mates. I was told to send him a bit of a shout out, Mr. Harmy Doyle, Sam Doyle. He'll be watching this one. Of course, an old Horowhenua-Kapiti player. Ngati Porou answering back with the haka. Of course, this haka been used since 1999 when it was written. First put together in 1999. Been performed by the boys and the men in sky blue ever since. Referee today, Mr. Stu Catley from the Hawke's Bay Union. As Ngati Porou just going through the final part of their haka. Not far away from kick-off whānau. On the sideline today, it looks like we've got Mr. Jimmy Green and Miss Shirley Mato. Mrs. Shirley Mato, I should say. And don't shoot the cameraman. The cameraman is commentating, trying to do two jobs at once, so hopefully we can keep you connected. There's a couple of us up here today. Coverage kindly brought to you by Te Runanga Nui o Ngati Porou. And a big mihi to our sponsors, our iwi agencies. If you haven't had your COVID shot or your flu shot, there is a St. John's on site here at Whakarua Park. For those of you that wish to go and get it, you might get some free Ngati Porou East Coast merchandise for grabs across there. So not far away from kickoff as Ngati Porou just going through the final preparations. A little bit of discussion before we get into this game. And it looks like Mr. Wadman. No, it's not. It's Carlos Kemp that's about to get us underway. I was really impressed with Carlos in the pre-seasons. Definitely stepping up a level from club season. And deservedly getting the call to wear the number 10 jersey today. And not far away, referee blows his whistle. We're underway here. It's a high kick. It goes back towards the 22. It's picked up here by the number 8 for... That's Watts Point. They work it out through the backs. They go. Sorry, the forward standing in the middle of the back line. Midway 10 metre 22 here. Going back deep into the pocket to number 13. That's Kapia. He puts it high. It's going to bounce though. That's Paoa chasing through there. He gets it on the bounce for Horowhenua-Kapiti. Counter ruck here. And it's there for the halfback. Barnsley as they set it up in the midfield through the man playing his 100th game. That was Shelford. Back the other way now. They go out to that far side of the field. Horowhenua with all the ball early on. Right on Ngati Porou East Coast 10 metre line as they swing it back infield now. Might have been a little bit of a knock on there. Referee playing advantage here for Ngati Porou. No advantage. You'll have our first scrum of the game. This one here, just a couple of metres inside Ngati Porou East Coast territory, and we could have an issue with the referee's comms kit. As he's just getting a little bit of help from one of the Ngati Porou East Coast players. I think they're drawing to Ngati. Send them the bill later. First scrum of the day. These forward packs, two big forward packs will get to test each other out. Front row are Ngati, Royal and Akana up against Sultan, Va'a and Cameron. First scrum here. Bit of a blind available for Sammy Parks. Referee not happy with the set. He'll blow it up. And of course, big mihi to our listeners tuning in via Te Reo Irirangi o Ngati Porou. We don't just broadcast live to Facebook. We multi-stream. Simulcasting to our airwaves as well. And big mihi to the Aotearoa Tour crew coming down and helping us with our live stream. Referee calls them back in again. Ball in. Bit of pressure there from Horowhenua-Kapiti. It's at the back. It's gone to Parks. Parks throws the dummy. Cuts back inside. He sets it up. Still 5 metres shy of the halfway there. Comes back to Ngati. Ngati with his first touch of the ball. Parks in there looking for the ball. Referee's got advantage here. To Ngati Porou. They'll pick and go from the base of the ruck there. Up over the halfway now. Referee will say no advantage. Another infringement in there, I think. Off your feet, playing the hands, playing the ball with the hands, I think is the call. It'll be a penalty here, and Carlos Kemp will look for touch across that far side of the field. Just inside Horowhenua-Kapiti territory on a beautiful, beautiful sunny day here at Whakarua Park. Carlos Kemp sends it across to that far side and safely into touch. Play just inside the Horowhenua-Kapiti 22. An attacking line out coming for Ngati Porou. And hopefully we've pressed record. This cameraman here forgot to press record, so they go high. Referee says play on as it comes down to Parks. He throws it out to Wadman. Wadman with his first touch takes it in strongly. 15 out from the line. Parksy up again to Akana. Still going here as Ngati Porou work it out to this near side. Kemp, Carlos Kemp throwing the dummy. Still running. 6 out from the line here. On attack, Ngati Porou. Goes back out to Seruwanga. Seruwanga taking it into contact. Parks, sorry, that's, that is Parks. No, that wasn't Parks. There's someone else wearing the number 3 jersey. As Femi Parks got number 3 on. They go through now, I think there was Parisi Elliott finding himself in the middle of the park. Sammy Parks is wearing number 3. No, the number 9 is dirty. That's what's happened. They work it up now. 6 out from the line here. Ngati Porou Come back to the inside to Kemp. Kemp up to Hunt. Hunt spinning. They set it up about 8 out from the line. Parks goes back to the far side to Pewhairangi. Pewhairangi takes it into contact. Counter ruck here from Horowhenua-Kapiti. Play on, says the referee, as Richie Green goes back to tidy it up. Hitting a big tackle. Didn't look like an arm in there. Bounced out of the tackle there. Sammy Parks having a look at his options. Goes to Parisi Elliott down that far side. Fighting to get to the ground. It's there for Sammy Parks. He's got Kemp at first receiver. Gives it up to Tangaire. Tangaire. Jorian Tangaire taking it into contact. Referee playing advantage here for Ngati Porou. Parks goes back to the far side to Pewhairangi. Throws the dummy. Referee will say no advantage. Penalty here. What's that? About 15 out from the Horowhenua-Kapiti line. About 6 or 7 in from that far side of touch. Carlos Kemp will look for the sideline. An attacking line out going to come here for Ngati Porou East Coast. 5 metre attacking line out coming. Good attacking opportunity here for Ngati Porou, right up in the 5 metre area, the red zone for Horowhenua-Kapiti. Watching what the numbers are. Full line out called here. No, they drop Sammy Parks. The halfback has gone back. Short line out called by Ngati Porou. Watch for the drive. They go to the middle to Hunt. He pulls it down successfully. It's at the back of the maul here. They spin it. They go right. Referee playing advantage. Collapsing the maul, I think, will be the call. They keep it up here. Driving forward. Go the team and the boys in sky blue. Referee awards the first try. Let's try and get a look at who that is. I think that's Jorian Tangaire that's come up with the ball. First points in 2022 to Ngati Porou East Coast to Jorian Tangaire with a 5-pointer. If you take a look at that replay, it was set up in the lineouts. Take a look at our Tomo Mai replay. When you can see the drive come on here. It was collapsed by Horowhenua-Kapiti. They managed to reform. They got it going forward. And all Tangaire had to do was fall over the line. All the work done by his mates in front of him. First points on the board, 5-0. Strong start there from Ngati Porou East Coast. It's the start we wanted to see if you're a Sky Blue supporter. And it looks like Carlos Kemp with the kicking duties. As we zoom out, make sure you can see the full view of the kicking. He's come back about, he's nearly 10 metres back from the 22. Roughly midway, 10 metre 22. He's about 8 metres in from that far sideline. Carlos Kemp with the attempt at the extra points here. 5-0. He comes in, he strikes. He's got the height. Flags go up. Successful conversion there from Carlos Kemp. Extends the score out to 7-0. This first Heartlands game kindly brought to you by Te Runanga Nui o Ngati Porou in association with Ngati Porou Hauora. Ngati Porou score first through Jorian Tangaire as we're back underway here with a deep kick. It bounces kindly for Tangaire. He gets a bit of a bad bounce now as he brings it back out of the 22. Well, towards his 22, I should say. Parksy marshalling his forwards now. He's got Joe Royal standing at first receiver. Gives it back though. It bounces kindly for Carlos Kemp as he looks for touch. He'll push it safely into touch. About 12 metres out from his 22. Roughly midway 10 metre 22. Across on the far side of the park. Attacking line out coming here for Horowhenua-Kapiti. And little stoppage as the referee, I think someone just pulling their socks up. Short line out called here from Horowhenua-Kapiti. They go high in the middle. Swung out now as they work it up through the number 12. Oh, camera's going a bit wonky. That was, who's wearing number 12? It says Taylor Tarney's got no number on. As it's been turned over here, a little bit of a knock on. You can hear the Ngati Porou East Coast supporters happy with that one. Defensive scrum feed coming for Ngati Porou, a couple of metres outside their 22, right out in the middle of the park. And another opportunity to take a look at the scrums. As first scrum that we saw, it was a bit of pressure came from Horowhenua-Kapiti. Ngati Porou East Coast will want to get a little bit tighter, combat that. Sammy Parks waiting for the referee to call him in. It does look like he's wearing a number 3, but it's a big dirt patch on the back of his back on the 9. Ball in. Pressure again from Horowhenua. It's out the back. It's picked up by Bollingford. He goes for a run. He gets the ball away. The Wadman setting it up, still inside the 22 here. Sammy Parks having a look at his options. He goes deep back to Carlos Kemp. Kemp will look for the sideline again. He's not going to find touch though, as Paioa fields it just inside the halfway line, Ngati Porou territory. Good run there from the fullback. That was Kawana. They set it up. They bring it out now to the number 17. That's Cameron. Referee playing advantage here for Horowhenua. They keep coming to this near side as the hooker throws a dummy. That was Va'a. Pick and goes again because nobody held on to him. Bollingford over the top this time. They keep coming down this near side. There's a little flick there and it's just been knocked on. Referee will say no advantage. Beautiful little flick there by Keaton Kawana, I believe it was. Just halfback just not able to hang on to it. Referee was playing advantage. He'll go back to a penalty just outside Ngati Porou East Coast 10-metre line. Right out in the middle of the park. Shot called. Opportunity for points here for Horowhenua-Kapiti. This one here, roughly 39 metres straight out in front of the post. As we zoom out to give you a good look at the distance he's got to shoot from, or to kick from. Right out in front of the post, about 39-metre kick coming, on an attempt at a 39-metre kick. And this is the guy wearing no number, Taylor Tane. Looks like he's got the kicking duties today. He comes in, he strikes. It's got the height and the accuracy. The flags go up. 7 points to 3 after that successful penalty attempt there by Taylor Tane. Ngati Porou East Coast. They won't be wanting to give away penalties in that zone. As, that young man has shown that he can slot them. Carlos Kemp about to get us back underway with a halfway restart. Sends it flat. It bounces into the 22. It's picked up here by one of the forwards for Horowhenua-Kapiti. Takes it down midway 10-metre 22. Halfback looking for it. Referee's got advantage here. They spin it out to the number 10. That's Buick. And it's the centre that puts the boot to it. Referee was playing advantage. He's called advantage over as Bartlett brings it across to Kemp. Kemp throws the dummy. They didn't fall for it though. He sets it up just inside Horowhenua-Kapiti territory. Parksy having a look at his options. Comes out to Akana. Akana takes it into contact. The defence holds. Creeps about a metre into Horowhenua-Kapiti territory. Goes out now to Hunt. Hunt taking a strong run into contact. The defence holding though. Parks, quick ball out now to Wadman. Wadman throws the dummy, backdoor to Kemp. The defence read it though. Horowhenua-Kapiti up quickly on this. Referee's got a penalty. Not releasing the ball against against Ngati Porou East Coast. It did look like Carlos Kemp there caught in the tackle from Kapia. Just lacking support in the blue jerseys. Referee awarding the penalty to Horowhenua-Kapiti. They'll look for touch down that far side of the field. That one there, not finding the 22. It'll be an attacking line out though for Horowhenua-Kapiti. Roughly about 7 or 8 metres outside Ngati Porou East Coast 22. Short line out called again from Horowhenua-Kapiti. Just the 3-man line out. They go high at the back. It's right over the top. It's picked up by Jorian Tangai there though. Tangaire gets a few metres with that overthrow. Goes back from Parks, and it's a bad pass. It's gone behind Carlos Kemp. He nearly slips. He gets back to his feet. Looks for the touchline, though. Was it carried back as the call? It'll be a Horowhenua-Kapiti line-out, an attacking line-out coming here. It'll go back to where Carlos Kemp kicked that ball from. About, what's that, about 12 metres out from Ngati Porou East Coast line. An attacking line-out, this time all in. Forwards are all in. Full line-out here for Horowhenua. They go high. Pulled down there by number 6. That was Winterburn. Looking to set up the maul here. Now they get it working. Referee calls the maul over. They break off the back through, that was the Va'a. Counter ruck here from Ngati Porou. It's at the back for Horowhenua-Kapiti though. They swing it out through the backs. Tane steps back infield. Still going is the second 5. Taken down. 6 out from the line. Horowhenua on attack here. They come through their big man, number 5, Eriksson. Defence holding at the moment. Pick and go here from Cameron. Couple of metres out, another pick and go. This time the defence grabs him and drags him back over the 5-metre line. No advantage from the referee. They come back out now. Quick hands as they work it out to the number 7, Lamert. Still at that 5-metre line as they come across to this near side. The number 13 having a go. That was Kapia. Horowhenua still got the ball here. They try through the number 8 driving. He gets past the 5-metre line. Another pick and go. They're keeping it in close here. Just a metre or 2 out from the line. They try and dive on the ball. It's held back. Referee playing advantage here. Probably a penalty advantage. Defence holding is Cameron trying to get over the line. They spin it out wide here. Numbers out wide. They throw the long pass out to the winger. Going for the line. What's the call? Try given in the corner. I think that was Paioa. Wooly Paioa. If we take a look at the replay, I'm sure that was number 11, Wooly Paioa out there. You could see the pressure built by Horowhenua-Kapiti right on the line, and then that big flick pass from Buick. Paioa still had a little bit of work to do. Parisi Elliott unable to get him out over the sideline. Oh, he just got the ball down before he did. And that'll put Horowhenua-Kapiti into the lead for the first time in the game. 8 points to 7 with the kick to come. As I said, some nice phase work there by the Horowhenua-Kapiti forwards. They kept it in close contact for a few phases there and drew in a few of those defenders before Buick was able to call for the ball and throw that big, long cutout pass to Paioa as they line up the opportunity at the extra points here. Right out on the sideline. Does it curl around? Flag stay down. 8 points to 7. I'll try and get a look at how long the game's been going. 22 minutes gone in this first half. Kindly brought to you by Te Nui o Ngati Porou. 8 points to 7. Horowhenua-Kapiti take the lead for the first time in the game. It'll be Carlos Kemp to get us back underway. He sends it right back into the 22. It's picked up here by the halfback who sends it out wide now. He's got one of his big forwards standing in the back line. They set it up about 5 out from their 10-metre line. Goes back in the pocket now to Kapia. He puts the boot to it. It's gone right back to Carlos Kemp just outside his 22. He gives it to Vernon Bartlett. Bartlett bringing it back towards the 10-metre line. Puts it high. He's chasing. And it's been knocked on here from Horowhenua-Kapiti and a player in the offside position. That was the number 8, Watts Point. I think that's how you say his name. And caught in the offside position. The number 8. And a penalty given by the referee. What's the call here? They'll look for the sideline by the looks of things. Carlos Kemp with the ball. He's about 3-4 metres inside the Horowhenua-Kapiti territory. Right out in the middle of the park. Sends it safely into touch, a couple of metres inside Horowhenua-Kapiti 22. This one here, an attacking line out for Ngati Porou. Attacking line out inside the red zone, inside the 22 area. Full line out by the looks of things as they all walk in. No, Sammy Parks has dropped out. Willie Bollingford gone to halfback. They go high at the back. Richie Green takes it down. They set up the maul here. It's broken off there by Bollingford. Bollingford taking it up towards the middle of the park. He sets it up about 15 out in front of the post. Sammy Parks up to Joe Royal. Royal bounces out of one. Takes it to ground, 10 out in front of the post here. Parksy comes back there to Carlos Kemp. Carlos Kemp stepping back infield. Referee's got advantage here. Driving up to the 5 metre line goes Kemp. Parks digging in looking for the ball. It's gone back door. No one expecting it. Referee still playing advantage here. As Ngati Porou, they have to backtrack for this one. And an attempt at a drop kick there from Sammy Parks. He knew he was under advantage. Referee has gone back for the penalty right near the 5 metre line. This one about 7 out from Horowhenua-Kapiti's line. Roughly 16 metres in from this near side of touch, the grandstand side of the field, if you know the park here at Whakarua. And it looks like Carlos Kemp is going to push it over the sideline. It's an easy shot at goal from where he is. An attacking line out coming for Ngati Porou. 5 metre attacking line out on this near side of the park at Whakarua Park. Big mihi to our sponsors, Te Runanga Nui o Ngati Porou. Ngati Porou Hauora for kindly bringing you this coverage. They go high. It's pulled down by Hunt. They get them all rocking forward. It's been collapsed. What's the referee say? Play on. Parksy digging in for the ball. They pick and go though through to Ngati. He pinches another couple of metres. Parks, he's got runners with him. He gives it up to Royal, straight to Akana. Bollingford waiting at first receiver. Bollingford bounces out of a couple of tackles. They take him to ground. Too shy of the line. Parks gives it up now to Richie Green. Richie Green having a go at the line. Right on the line here. Ngati Porou working hard. They pick and go again. Still kept out from the line. Another go here, right in front of the post. Defence is holding. Horowhenua-Kapiti. They go out wide. Quick hands. Goes out to Pewhairangi. Pewhairangi stepping back infield. He'll go in here. Uapi Pewhairangi for his first try in the sky blue jersey. That'll give Ngati Porou East Coast the lead again. That'll take the score out to 12 points to 8 with the kick to come. If we take a look at that Tomo Mai replay. Some nice work by the Ngati Porou East Coast forwards. Just about every one of them had a go at trying to score a try. Before that ball went wide, it went to ground. It was picked up by Pewhairangi on the chop back infield. And he beat a couple of players to go around behind the post and score his first try in the Ngati Porou East Coast jersey. That takes the score out to 12 with the kick to come. Carlos Kemp right out in front of the post here. I'm not sure what they're waiting for. A little bit of a discussion going on out there. Carlos is looking around. He comes in now. Successful conversion there. That will extend the score out to 14-8. Some beautiful work there from the forwards. And a lucky bounce there and some great work from Api Pewhairangi to get his first try. The second 5-pointer for Ngati Porou East Coast today. As we get back underway from Buick. He sends it high. Bartlett waiting inside his 22. Sends it back to Kemp. Kemp looking for the sideline. Sends it back up towards the 10-metre line. Up towards the halfway, says the touchy. Over the halfway we go. Up towards the Horowhenua-Kapiti 10-metre line. Just inside it is where she stops. It'll be a Horowhenua-Kapiti line-out throw. The Va'a with the ball. Short line-out called again. They go hard. They go at the front. Quick trick play at the front. It gets back to Va'a. Va'a down their far sideline. He's taken over the touch. He gets the ball back infield, though. They get the ball ripped away from them. Sammy Parks comes away with it. Puts the boot to it. Paioa back there. Oh, sorry, that was Tane. He steps back up the midfield. Isolated here. Referee says play on, not on the ball. There's Jack Richardson fighting for it. Cameron now out wide. Cameron takes it to ground a couple of metres shy of his own 10-metre line. Horowhenua-Kapiti swing it out through the backs to, that was Kapia. Quick hands again, out the back door to Buick. Buick puts the boot to it. Carlos Kemp standing back by his 10-metre line, takes it. Has a word to his winger. I'm going to put it high. It's a spiralling bomb here. Nice take there from the fullback, Kawana. He sends it out to Paioa. He's good space down that far side. Up towards the 10-metre line. Gets hit in a good tackle there from Ngati. Quick hands out to the number 6, Lamert. He gets a pass away to Kapia. Quick hands again as they work it out. Buick going for a bit of a run. The blue defence shuts quickly on him. Digging in again goes Barnsley. He goes back the other way now. Looked like an accidental offside. Play on, says the referee. Barnsley plucks it out again. They keep going the same way. They're big numbers out wide as Cameron goes for a bit of a run up towards the Ngati Porou East Coast 10-metre line. Barnsley digging it out again. He finds Kapia. Referee's got advantage against Ngati Porou here. Advantage on the 10-metre line. Still playing advantage. They come out wide now. Little chip in the back. No bounce there for him, though, and the referee will say no advantage. He'll come back for the offside against Ngati Porou. This one here, right on the 10-metre line, and we saw from that first penalty kick, he can kick them from here, and the shot is being called. A penalty attempt coming here for Horowhenua-Kapiti. This one here, 40 metres. The last one was 39. This one here, bang on the, well, it's actually 40 and a bit. Might be 41 metres. Might have to get out the ruler. Might be 40.65. Might be closer to 50. Half a metre inside the Ngati Porou East Coast 10-metre line. And he does have a bit of a breeze behind him. A bit of a nor'wester blowing here at Whakarua Park. I think this is Tane. No number. Tyler Tane lining up this kick. He strikes it. It's got the height, does he? He's pulled it just to the other side of the post. Score remains 14 points to 8. Got about 12 minutes left in this first half. Kindly brought to you by Te Runanga Nui or Ngati Porou. As Ngati Porou will look to get us back underway with a dropout 22. Carlos Kemp right out in the middle of the park. He looks across to that far side. He sends it low and flat. It's bounced back. It's been touched. Goes back to halfway. As Tane picks it up, brings it back with a bit of gusto. He's ball gone backwards, says the referee. As Ngati Porou counter-ruck here. Horowhenua have got it though. It might have been turned over. No. Barnsley digging in for it. He gives it out to Buick. They keep coming to this near side. Might have been turned over here. What's the referee say? Penalty. Just a little bit isolated, and Jack Richardson over the top of the ball. A little bit faster than Va'a on that one, and able to get the penalty. Carlos Kemp will look for touch on this near side of the park. He's about 8, 9 metres inside his own half here. He sends play up towards the 22, into the 22. An attacking line out coming here for Ngati Porou, about 15 out from the corner flag inside Horowhenua-Kapiti territory. Just watching the forwards coming in. Another line out opportunity here, an attacking line out. Full line out called. No, short line out as Bollingford drops back to halfback. They go to the middle to Hunt again. Goes quickly to Parks. Parks out now to Wadman. Wadman stepping into contact. Beats one man. Still on his feet is Wadman. Goes to ground on the 5 metre line. Quick hands up and it's been knocked on by Akana. Play on, says the referee. Be advantage here for Horowhenua-Kapiti. Unlucky. Unlucky there. Smisi Akana, I don't think he thought the ball was coming to him. It was open there. It looked like if he had caught it, if we take a look at that replay, that Tomomai replay, Akana. Oh, it wasn't open. It was, the chance was there, opportunity missed. It'll be a Horowhenua-Kapiti defensive scrum feed, 6 or so metres right out in front of their posts. Defensive scrum feed coming. Barnsley to put the ball in. Ball in. Solid scrum here for Horowhenua-Kapiti as they go backdoor to Kapia. He puts the boot to it. He's going to put it. It's not going to find touch. It's Parisi Elliott. No, he's had a foot on the touchline. The flag's gone up. It will be a Horowhenua-Kapiti ball, I think, or was he out first? Waiting for the touchy here. I think it could be a Ngati Porou ball. He was out. He was standing on the line when he caught it. No, he was infield, says the referee after a bit of a discussion. Line out coming here for Horowhenua-Kapiti, about 4 metres outside their 10 metre line. They go quickly to the front to the man playing his centenary game today, Mr. Shelford. Referee playing advantage here. Looks like they pulled down the maul. Little chip kick coming. It's going to be no advantage. Referee will go back for that penalty. Counting down towards half-time. Just over 8 minutes to go until we get the break. Coverage kindly brought to you by Te Runanga Nui o Ngati Porou, association with Ngati Porou Hauora. As and there was Tane putting the ball safely into touch. It will be an attacking line out inside Ngati Porou East Coast territory by about 7 metres across on that far side of the field. Va with the throw. They go high. It's pulled down in the middle. Down to Buckley. Barnsley, I should say. They set it up in the middle of the park. Does Horowhenua-Kapiti. Barnsley digs it out again. Gives it up to his number 8. Takes it into contact with a strong run. They keep coming out to this near side as they find the number 7. That's Lemert out wide. Boys calling for a high shot. Referee says play on. They go back to Shelford. Right out in the midfield. Barnsley digs it out quickly again. Referee's got a penalty though. Dangerous tackle there against one of the Horowhenua defenders there. And unfortunately, it looks like Jack Richardson has been injured in the process. It looked like a player taken off the ball. If we look at that Tomomai replay, and keep your eyes on the next play here. Watch for that Jack Richardson as he gets picked up and thrown to the ground. Referee not happy with it, comes back for a penalty. This will not be good if Jack Richardson is unable to carry on. And how else do Ngati Porou Kaupoi get to the game? Well, ask Jack Richardson. They ride their horse as this morning. We caught up with Jack riding his horse through the main street of town on the way to the game. That's how the Cowboys get to the game, on the horse. Only on the coast. Don't know if you'll see a cowboy riding through the main street of Levin to a game. It might be if we go down there and play them. We might have to tee up some horses. The score 14-8 if you've just joined us, courtesy of Te Runanga Nui o Ngati Porou. in association with Ngati Porou Hauora. And a big mihi to our team behind the scenes, of course, Te Aotearoa Toa. We've got Adrian Royal here, we've got Eric Walker, and myself, Porou Brooking, keeping you connected. And just a bit of concern being shown for Jack Richardson at the moment. Both teams will take this opportunity to get a bit of H2O in the system. And I spoke to the forward pack for Horowhenua. They were hoping it was going to be raining today, and I said, not likely with a nor'wester. It's going to get hot. It's probably up to around 20 degrees at the moment. And we need this fine weather to dry out the damp ground. Not as much as it's needed around the rest of the country, though. We send our thoughts out to the whānau in Taranaki, the far north, and of course in the Tasman district, who were impacted by the flooding during the week. There's Jack Richardson back to his feet. Hopefully he can shake it out. Just been given a little bit of time here from the referee. So hopefully he's a tough cowboy, is Jack. He'll be good to go. And we'll restart with a penalty. The referee awarding a penalty there for an off the ball play. As Carlos Kemp will look for touch across that far side of the field. Another successful kick into touch here. This one about 7 metres inside Horowhenua-Kapiti territory, cross on that far side of the field. Line out coming for Ngati Porou as we head towards half time. Under 5 minutes to go in this first half. Ngati Porou East Coast line out throw. Short line out called. They go to the front. It's been plucked off them. No, it's been tidied up there. Sammy Parks, Carlos Kemp having to come in and play halfback. Joe Royal marshalling the forwards. They're going to keep it in close here. Royal playing halfback up to Akana. He takes it forward with a strong run. Does the big front row, I should say. Parks digs it out now, out to Kemp. Kemp looking for a little chip through. Api Pewharangi on the bounce, gets a nice pass away. Parksy on the inside, off ball from Wadman there. They set it up 15 out from the line. Pick and go from Richardson. Little knock on. Sorry, not a knock on. Accidentally into his own player. Referee will say accidentally offside. It'll be a Horowhenua-Kapiti scrum. Unlucky there as you build-up of pressure coming there. A couple of nice little breaks as Pewharangi got the ball on the pass. Quick hands to Wadman, who got it away to Sammy Parks. And just in this next play, it looks like just here, Jack Richardson goes forwards, but unfortunately just couldn't get around that big frame of Joe Royal. Referee says you've accidentally run into your own mate. We have to have a scrum and give the Horowhenua-Kapiti team the ball. Defensive scrum feed coming here. About 15 out right in front of the post. Horowhenua-Kapiti red zone. Barnsley. Ball in. It's there at the back. Barnsley plucks it out. He goes across to Kapia. Kapia looking for the safety of the touchline. It's going to hang infield. Parisi Elliott sends it back infield to Bartlett. Bartlett bringing it back towards the halfway. Sends it out now to Palmer. Palmer puts a little chip in. Fielded at the back here from Buick. Brings it up towards his 10-metre line. Does the first 5 for Horowhenua-Kapiti. That was Tane playing halfback. Out to one of his forwards at first receiver. Barnsley brings it back to the near side. He's got Shelford. The defence up quickly on him. Barnsley having a look at his options. Watch for the box kick here. He puts it high. Bartlett underneath it. It's going to go out on the full though. Bartlett will send it back down for a line-out throw here. This one will be about 15 metres inside Horowhenua-Kapiti territory, down in front of the grandstand here at Whakarua Park. Final opportunities to attack here as we count down towards half-time. They go high to the back. Richie Green takes it down cleanly. Out through the hands to Wadman. Just a little knock on there. It'll be a Horowhenua-Kapiti scrum feed. Just unlucky there. That pass not going to hand because I quite like Wadman. He's a strong runner. Comes out of the North Coast Club up in North Harbour, a lone player. We send the mihi out to our previous captain, last year's captain, Horowhenua, now plying his trade with the North Harbour Rugby Union. This will be a scrum feed here to Horowhenua-Kapiti, right out in the middle of the park, right on their 10-metre line. As we count down towards half-time. Could be the final play. Barnsley pucks it out, gives it to Buick. Buick comes to this near side, throwing the dummy. It's been knocked on. We might get one more scrum here. It will be a Ngati Porou East Coast scrum feed. Just a little mistake starting to creep into the game here for Horowhenua-Kapiti. Just the fullback there, just losing his grip on the ball. Keaton Kawana. Scrum down about 11 metres inside Horowhenua-Kapiti territory. 7 or 8 metres in from this near side, a touch down in front of the grandstand here. Referee calls them in. Ball in. Bit of pressure coming, but Bollingford plucks it out to Parks. Parks goes out to Wadman. Wadman, long pass out to Bartlett. He does well to get it away. A little knock on out there from Parisi Elliott. And he was in space, was the little halfback that's on the wing. Just not able to hang on to it there. As you can see it in the replay, the space was definitely there. Backdoor play there from Wadman. Could have gone forward, actually. There was a couple of options there for the referee. Forward pass or the knock on. Either one. Advantage to Horowhenua-Kapiti. None was achieved, so it'll be a Horowhenua-Kapiti scrum. About 5 metres inside their own half. 15 metres in from that far side of the field. Time up on the clock here. This will be the final play. Commentators curse. Say something and then it just doesn't happen. As the referee calls them in. Barnsley, ball in. Pressure there from Horowhenua-Kapiti as Parks puts pressure on the halfback. It comes out through the backs. Quick hands as Pio doubles around. They bring it down this near side. They get the pass away though to Kawana. Kawana down the sideline. Parisi Elliott gets him. They drive over the top of it. Opportunity to score before half-time here for Horowhenua-Kapiti. Numbers out wide. They've got numbers. They keep spinning it out wide. And it looked like a forward pass. No, it'll be VAR in the corner. As Horowhenua-Kapiti, it just looked like it needed to be shut down, but Horowhenua-Kapiti said, hang on, we want to score a 5-pointer first. We take a look at that Tomowai replay. Pressure at scrum time. As it went out the back door is Wadman. That's the turnover. This one here, the quick hands out wide, and I thought that ball there looked like it had gone forward, but no, says the referee, is VAR over in the corner. 14-13 with the kick to come. And right out on the sideline for this one. Great supporting play there for Horowhenua-Kapiti. They had faith in their inside players. That big hooker just ranging out on the wing, waiting for the ball. As Tane comes in, he strikes. It's got the height. Does it have the accuracy? Score remains 14 points to 13 as we head to the halftime break. And the radio will cross back to the studio. We'll be back with your second half in about 10 minutes, Whānau. We'll take a look at some highlights.
keep my whānau well and spend time together, so we vaccinate for flu and COVID for peace of mind. Tomo mai Ngati Porou.
Wellness for me is ensuring that we keep healthy, that we eat well and keep ourselves fit, and ensure we take lots of rest and have lots of vitamin C. And if you're vulnerable, take the flu vaccine. For me, and especially my mum and my daughter, we've ensured that we keep ourselves safe in our home and protect each other by maintaining wellness. So, kia ora, get immunised.
Give your local health clinic a call and book in for your free COVID and flu vax. Make sure the whole whānau are up to date with all their immunisations. This message is brought to you by Ngati Porou Hauora and Te Ruranga Nui o Ngati Porou.
Nau mai anō e te iwi, nau mai hoki mai ki te papatākoro futi Porou, Whakarua Park i Ruatoria. And what a first half that was. A great first half, apart from that last stages of the first half, or if you were a Ngati Porou East Coast supporter. Just letting that try in at the end there by Horowhenua-Kapiti. Score, if you've just joined us via Te Reo Irirangi o Ngati Porou, the Haukainga lead, 14 points to 13 over our Manuhiri from Horowhenua-Kapiti. And as I said, a great start by our men in Sky Blue to kick off their first Heartlands campaign game of the season. Of course, next week they travel down to Mid-Canterbury, to Ashburton, where they'll take on Mid-Canterbury down at that game. Some of the other games happening today, Poverty Bay was away to King Country. That should be a cracker of a game. Poverty Bay, the last time they met, having a huge score over King Country. But today here at Whakarua Park, hoping to get one over my former flatmate, Mr. Chris Wilton, who is the coach of Horowhenua-Kapiti. He's had the bragging rights in this game against Horowhenua-Kapiti for a couple of years now. We've had a couple of close calls, but not quite picking up the cigar. Hopefully today our men in Sky Blue can turn that one around and get their first win for the 2022 Heartland season. And of course, the Wahine away next week. The Wahine Ngati Porou Wahine team heads on up to Te Aroha, where they'll be taking on Thames Valley. So we're just waiting for the teams to come back out. They get a 10-minute break at this level, and they will use that 10 minutes to its full entirety. And be a couple of minutes before we see them come back out onto the paddock. But what a first half. Some great touches in there by Joe Wadman, the lone player from Northcote. Of course, a nice, beautiful debut try there for Api Pewhairangi from down there in Te Ako o Tokomaru. And some halftime scores from around the country. We'll have a look at those games. Horowhenua-Kapiti away to Mid-Canterbury. Poverty Bay are playing King Country. And that score, let's take a look at the halftime scores. Mid-Canterbury leading Buller 17-14. East Coast, of course, 14-13 over Horowhenua-Kapiti. Locked up 10-all at Tekawiti, Poverty Bay and King Country. And South Canterbury, of course, that game being broadcast live on Sky. And that's one of the beauties of this year's Heartland competition, is that one game per week of the Heartlands competition will be streamed on Sky. I believe Ngati Porou East Coast, it's the game when we play Poverty Bay in Gizzy, and the game against King Country across there at Tekawiti. So South Canterbury leading Thames Valley 20 points to 7, and Whanganui up 24-19 over West Coast. A big mihi to the Heartlands Championship Facebook page for kindly bringing those halftime results from around the country. Excuse me, just trying to get my breath back as I take a look at the field. Horowhenua-Kapiti out there early, and it looks like a change out there. try and get you the number of that man's jersey. Wearing number 16 is Trent Reti. It looks like Trent is out there. Can't see any other clean jerseys. This is the only one I can see out there at the moment. He looks like he's in the forwards as the men in sky blue come back out onto the park. They take their side of the field for this restart. And I can't see any clean jerseys either in that team. It looks like the team remains unchanged from the team that ended that first half. And Horowhenua-Kapiti have made a change with number 16 out there, Trent Reti. And I think there may be a front row change. He could have replaced Sultan. So not far away from getting back underway in your second half. Kindly brought to you by Te Runanga Nui o Ngati Porou in association with Ngati Porou Hauora. The referee gets us back underway here. It's a short kick. It's not gone 10. It's touched by Horowhenua-Kapiti. Lucky for Ngati Porou East Coast there. That short kick didn't look like any blue jerseys near it. And it'll be a scrum restart. Right back at the halfway. Early opportunity here to split the back line. And it looks like, no changes in the Ngati Porou East Coast sky blue jerseys. Just that one change in the front row. No, where has he gone? Reti's gone to the side of the scrum, is he? Number 16? No, he's gone to halfback. So that's replaced Thomas Barnsley. He's a big halfback, I should say. Ball in. It's at the back now for Bollingford under pressure. He's got Reti all over him. Referee says play on. There's Ngati Porou calling for offside. Ball referee now. He's got advantage here to Horowhenua-Kapiti. Reti digging in for the ball. He comes back to this near side. They give it up to number 8, up to Cameron. Referee still playing advantage here for Horowhenua-Kapiti as they work it out to Lamert. Midway 10 metre 22. Referee says no advantage. Hanging on there. They'll go back to the penalty. Not rolling away is the call against Ngati Porou. This one here, about 9 metres inside Ngati Porou territory, just a metre inside their 10 metre line, right out in the middle of the park. Penalty here, and it was from this position that they kicked a couple of goals in the first half. They're going to call for a shot again. Yes, the T is being called for, I believe. Another shot at goal here from Tyler Tane, who's shown a couple of times now. He definitely has the range from this position on the field. So Tane lining this one up from about, what's that, about 41. After the kick. He's, as I said, he's shown from earlier in the game that he can kick them from here. It's got the height, but doesn't have the accuracy that time. It's gone dead in goal. It'll be a 22 restart. As Carlos Kemp about to get us back underway. As he kicks out from the 22. Got a bit of a problem here. Just going to try and sort this out. As Carlos Kemp kicks it out of his 22. We've got a little bit of an issue finding it. We just had to change batteries and the camera's playing up. Let's restart this camera as we stay on one field camera for you. There'll be a line out for Ngati Porou East Coast. And there's some changes coming. Give me an opportunity to get my A into G and get this camera sorted. It's gone dead on me. And that's a replacement out there for Samisi Akana as Hakarangi Tichborn. And not sure what's going on here, but we'll have to try and sort this as Horowhenua put the little chip into the in goal. Palmer chasing this back. It'll beat them all over the in goal. They want to get it out of here, though, and don't want to give away a drop out 22. A drop in goal drop kick, I should say. What's happened here with my camera? I'm just trying to sort a camera here, Whānau. As Ngati Porou East Coast will have a line drop out here. And I think it's because we've got a memory stick in here. And that kick is high. It's come back. It's been knocked on by Horowhenua-Kapiti. We've got a little bit of an issue here. So we try and sort through it up on the cameras. We might have to switch this camera out. It's because I was recording, that's what it was. We might have to swap out the cameras. This one here is playing up. As the scrum is about to take place, Whānau. To take those mics off, eh? So we wait for the just working in the background here as we're panicking, or I'm panicking. Trying to get everything sorted in the back plate. We've got the one camera on though. The referee calls them in. What's that? Oh, I need the key. Penalty here to Horowhenua-Kapiti. Scrum penalty. This one here, roughly 10, midway 10 metre 22 inside Ngati Porou territory. He's roughly about 12 metres in from touch. It looks like he's going to kick for touch. I'll leave that with you. And it's gone dead. That kick not finding touch, it's gone dead in goal. A little bit of technical difficulties going on in the background, Whānau. Apologies. Got our team working hard in the background to get us back up to full capacity. That'll be because the clown that was on the camera went and pushed, didn't push stop. And he changed the battery. That's me, Whānau. Apologies. So about to restart here with the scrum. Ngati Porou East Coast ball. Sammy Parks to feed the scrum. Pressure coming from Horowhenua though. He's not happy. He has to talk to the referee. They look like a bit of pushing before the ball comes in. And Horowhenua-Kapiti definitely having the upper hand in scrum time. One of the beauties is I can watch the screen up here. The referee just calling them in, getting them reset. Sammy Parks will look to feed the scrum. So we just about got our second camera up and running. As they work it out now, as it goes back door to Wadman, the pressure's up, the defence is up quickly on him. Referee says play on. It might have been turned over here as Horowhenua-Kapiti come up with it. Outside the 22 here. They work it up, 15 out from the line now. Referee's got a penalty against Horowhenua-Kapiti though. This will give them the opportunity to clear from in front of their posts. Need this one. Oh, back to full capacity, whānau. Apologies for that slight technical mishap. As Carlos Kemp clears it into touch across on that far side of the field. Ngati Porou will have the advantage of the sun coming over their shoulder in the second half. Get seasick as I just readjust my camera. Attacking line out, a line out just inside Ngati Porou East Coast half. So I can see, I think it's Perrin Manuel out there as well. Was that Hakarangi Tichborne? Both of them out there. They go high and it's gone right over the back, tidied up by Manuel. He gets the pass away though to Sammy Parks. They get over, no doubt Parks has got it. He gives it up to Tichborne. Tichborne takes it into contact. Hakarangi Tichborne, quick hands from Carlos Kemp, puts the little chip through. And it's bounced kindly there for Kawana, I think it was. Was that referee's got a penalty against Ngati Porou though. Off their feet is the call. I think that was Kawana. As it'll be Buick to look for touch, and he finds touch successfully, and it's inside Ngati Porou territory, about 11 metres straight down in front of the grandstand, just outside Ngati Porou East Coast 10 metre line. Va'a with the throw. They go towards the back. It's taken down successfully. Quick hands from Reti out to Buick. They swing it through the back line. Up to Kawana. Kawana puts his winger in a bit of space. Defence sets him just outside the 22 here. Reti looking for the ball again. Back to Buick. Throws it out now to the number 8. That's Watts Pointer. Quick hands from Reti. The quick hands again out to Kapiu. Kapiu up to Tane. They got numbers out wide. Here's the winger. That's the second 5. Tane taken down. Referee playing advantage here as Reti tries to barge his way over the line. Right on the line here. Referee playing advantage for Horowhenua-Kapiti. Try though. We'll see who comes up with the ball. I think it's the big man, Cameron. We'll take a look at the replay. I believe that was Scott Cameron, who's put his team back in the front. You can't make it out on the replay, but you could see him getting up afterwards and getting the accolades from his mates. That'll give Horowhenua-Kapiti the lead back 18 points to 14 with the kick to come. And this one here, about, about 7 metres in from this near side of touch. In a pretty kickable position here. For no number, Tyler Tane. I'm getting their numbers mixed up because some of them are wearing the number that they told me there was no 12. And then now there's a number 12 out there. So apologies for getting a little bit confused if you're yelling at your screen saying that's not Tyler, but that's the numbers that were given to us. So we've got the no number here as Tyler Tane that's kicking the ball. So I honestly don't know who that number 12 is out there, because there was no 12 on the list given to us. Beautiful kick there. Successful conversion will extend the lead. 20 points to 14. The seesaw battle continues here at Whakarua Park. First game of the season, the Heartland season for both these teams. It'll be Carlos Kemp to come back and get us back underway again. Looks like he'll take the advantage of the sun, which is coming over his shoulder. No, he kicks out to this near side of the park. It's kicked high. It's taken there by the number 12 we don't have a name for. He has a good run up towards the 10-metre line. Reti digging in for the ball now. Gives it out to Va'a. Va'a over the 10-metre line. Reti, box kick coming. It's high. It's going to come down just inside Ngati Porou East Coast half. It's bounced back. It's bounced up kindly for Carlos Kemp. Kemp takes it to ground just inside Horowhenua-Kapiti territory. Parksy digging in for the ball out to Tichborne. They send it wide, and it's a bad pass. It's bounced up kindly for, I think that's Chris Palmer out there. Having to shuffle back for this one. Parks gives it up to Joe Royal. Royal takes it into contact on his own 10-metre line. Parks having a look at his options. Goes out to Pewhairangi. Pewhairangi, long pass out to Palmer. Palmer stepping back infield, just shy of the halfway now. Parks, he's got Tichborne at first receiver. Tichborne gives it back to Bartlett. Bartlett throws it out wide. It's a bad bounce again, but it's Wadman having to tidy this one up. Sammy Parks having a look at his options. He's got Kemp sitting deep back in the pocket. Kemp's going to send it downfield. Buick waiting for this one. He gets bounces away from him to Kawana. Referee says play on. This could be a 50-20. No, it's going to stay in, is it? Bartlett just keeping it in. No. The flag's gone up across there. It'll be a 50-20. It'll be a Horowhenua line-out throw. It looked like they didn't show enough urgency here. You could see him. He was deep back inside, midway 10-metre 22. Referee said play on. They call for a knock on there. But you'll see the kick go deep. Vernon Bartlett just cruising across there. I don't think they realised the urgency. They go high and it's taken down by Horowhenua-Kapiti. Quick hands out to Buick. They set it up in the midfield. Defence holds about 15 out from their line. Reti looking for the ball again. Goes back to the other side to, that's Shelford. He sets it up 15 out from the line, right in front of the post. They come back to, I think that was Cameron. It's been driven back here from Ngati Porou. The counter-ruck looking for the ball. They might have turned this over. Referee's got an advantage here to Horowhenua-Kapiti, not rolling away. Horowhenua-Kapiti come up with the ball. Reti sends it out wide. They've got numbers here. They throw the wide pass. That looked forward. Play on, says the referee. Is I think that was Kapia. Scores in the corner. We take a look at that Tumomai replay. It looked like the ball floated forward, but the referee has said play on. He's playing advantage at this point. That one there. And it was the centre. Number 13, Toto Kapia, scores in the corner. That'll take the score out to 25-14 with the kick to come. Ngati Porou will want to rectify things if they want to get back into this game. And it looks like Sammy Parks is coming from the field. Be interesting to see where this changes. Number 19 for Ngati Porou. Looks like he's warming up on the sideline. I think that's Khan Westrup. Looks like Sammy Parks has come from the sideline. Not sure if Horowhenua-Moana's gone out there. There could be a change at fullback. Or Horowhenua-Moana straight to halfback. As of course we wait for Tane with his attempt at the conversion. He's roughly about 23, 24 metres. He's about 3 metres outside the 22. He's about 3 metres in from that far side of touch. He's had a mixed day with the boots today, but he has put a few between the posts. That one there, flag stay down. The score will remain 25-14. And it looks like Westrip is coming on. Let's have a look at see who he replaces. Seruanga, I think, is coming to the sideline. Natane Seruanga, replaced by Kian Westrip. Hamwera Moana has gone to the back to, looks like Verdon Bartlett to the wing. Hamwera Moana to fullback. Blessed Precy Elliott has dropped into halfback. As Carlos Kemp gets us underway. Taken there by the winger, I think, for Horowhenua-Kapiti. They set it up about 5 out from their 10-metre line. Reti looking for the ball. He's got Va'a at first receiver. Va'a gives it back to Kawana. I think that was Buick bringing it forward. It's been turned over here for Ngati Porou as Precy Elliott gives it out to Bollingford. Bollingford going for a run on the cut here with Hunt. Hunt trying to step out of the tackle. They set it up just outside the 22. Precy Elliott gives it up to Manuel. That's Mac, Perrin Manuel. They go again to Tichborne. Tichborne juggles it. He grabs it on the second go. Still going here is Hakarangi Tichborne. Precy Elliott digs it out now to Richie Green. Looked a bit offside there, but play on, says the referee. Precy Elliott to throw the pass. It bounces up kindly for Bartlett. Wasn't expecting it. Precy Elliott digging in again. Play on, says the referee. It's gone back to Westrip. He might have gone accidentally into his own player. Unfortunate there. It'll give the ball away. Scrum feed to Horowhenua-Kapiti. Sounds like a bit of advice coming from the sideline. Unwarranted advice, unneeded. Scrum down, midfield, roughly about 15 metres inside Horowhenua-Kapiti territory. Reti with the ball as the referee calls them in. 25-14 if you've just joined us via Te Reo Irirangi o Ngati Porou. Ball in. Referee's not happy with that. He'll blow it up. They'll have it again. Referee just having a word to the front row. This one here, as I said, about 15 metres inside Horowhenua-Kapiti territory. Midfield scrum. And there's a break in play here as there's an injury. Injured player. This one here, they'll take a break while they check out this injured player. Can't give you his name or number. It's definitely a forward for Horowhenua-Kapiti. Could be the Centurion. There it is, Shelford getting back to his feet. He'll shake it off. As we're about to get back underway here, as referee signals time back on. It's a midfield scrum for Horowhenua-Kapiti. Reti with the ball in. It's at the back here. He's got a bit of a blind. It's going to go open though. Goes to Buick. Buick sends it out to, in quick hands, they send it through the backs, put the winger in space down that right wing, and it bounces up kindly for Hamwera Moana. Takes it out to the sideline, and I think he's been pushed over the sideline. It'll be a Horowhenua-Kapiti line-out throw. Just outside, a couple of metres outside Ngati Porou East Coast 10-metre line across on the far side of the field. (25-14). Horowhenua-Kapiti extending the lead out. Short line out called. They go high in the middle. It's gone right over the top to Royal. Joe Royal looked like he ducked the swinging arm there. They drive over the top as Parisi Elliott gives it back to Kemp. Kemp looking for space at the back as Buick racing back for this one. Takes it just outside his 5 metre line. Looking for touch though. It's into touch, but probably not as far as he wanted it. This one here. Just inside the 22, I think. No, just outside the 22. There's a little bit of a discussion going on as we were watching the touchy. It'll be a Ngati Porou East Coast line-out throw, though. Full line-out called here. Attacking opportunity. They go high in the middle, and it's gone right over the top to Perrin Manuel. Manuel's spinning and turning. He takes it to ground now, about 5 out from the 22. Hunt getting in there. Comes out, though, gives it up to Wadman. Wadman takes it into contact. Parisi Elliott gives it out now to Hakarangi Tichborne. Tichborne takes it down, 5 out from the 22. They keep coming this near side. That's a high shot there on Hunt. Referee playing advantage there as they go back infield to Tichborne. Tichborne throwing the dummy, and it's been knocked down by Horowhenua-Kapiti. Play on, says the referee, as it goes out to Bollingford. Bollingford stepping back infield. Into the 22 he goes. No support with him. They get there now. Quick hands out to Tangaire. Tangaire gives it up to Tichborne. Referee's playing another advantage here. Pick and go again as they drive it forward. Comes into Royal. It's gone backwards though. Referee still playing advantage here. He'll come all the way back for the penalty. This one here. Right back on the 22, 15 metres in from this near side of touch. Could be an opportunity to settle it down and look for an attacking line out here. As Carlos Kemp just having a word to his team. He's going to look for the sideline. Pushes it into touch, about 7 metres out from the corner flag here. Attacking line out coming for Ngati Porou East Coast. An opportunity, some subs here. There's number 21 heading out there, which is... Gee, we haven't got a 21 on the team sheet here. We've got a 20. Got a 22 and a 23. Try and get you those other numbers that have gone out as well. But Horowhenua-Kapiti rolling the subs. Attacking line out, short attacking line out coming here for Ngati Porou. They go high to Hunt. They hold it in. Referee's got advantage here against Horowhenua-Kapiti as they work it forward. Tichborne gets in there. Sorry, that's Manuel. Looked like a head roll there. They pick and go again. Referee still playing advantage. Comes out now to Tichborne. Tichborne driving forward. Still going as Tichborne. Couple of metres out. He goes to ground. They pick and go again. The defence is holding. Tangaire getting his hands on the ball. They set it up. Pick and go here from, I think that was Tichborne again. They go out wide. It goes out to Kemp. Kemp looking for runners. Referee was playing advantage here. Pick and go again through Carlos Kemp. He gets back to his feet. Nobody there. He picks it up. Referee says no advantage. They'll come back for the penalty. Right on the 5 metre line, or just outside the 5 metre line. High shot. And there's a player down injured in back play. They'll probably stop and I think that's cramp. It's an injured player. They'll take the opportunity to stop here. Referee having a word. He's coming back, right back out wide here. It was a penalty at the line out, I think was the call. Oh, pulling down the maul. That was what it was. So there is a player still down receiving treatment here for Ngati Porou. He gets back to his feet. So we try and work out who it is. I think that's Carlos Kemp. Carlos Kemp back to his position at first 5. Penalty here to Ngati Porou East Coast. About, what's that, about 10 out from Horowhenua-Kapiti's corner flag. There's Moana, bangs it into touch, an attacking line out coming. As Horowhenua ring the changes again. Number 18 coming onto the park is Jordan Tupai Ui. He takes his place in the forward pack. They go high to Hunt. He plucks it down. They look to set up the maul here. Defensive drive there from Horowhenua-Kapiti as they get it going forward now. It's pulled down. Referee playing advantage here. Pulled down by Horowhenua-Kapiti. Ngati Porou working on the line here, trying to recycle this. They set it up again. 3 out from the line. Referee says no advantage, pulling it down. That's the second one. You're probably going to have a word to them very shortly. The second penalty for the same offence in the same place. They're going to look for touch again. Pinning them in this corner here as they work on an attacking line out. Short line out called. Bollingford at halfback. They go to Hunt in the middle. He pulls it down. They set it up. The drive coming from Horowhenua. They recycle it and they drive at the line now. Does Ngati Porou. Can they get it down? Working hard. It's been turned over by Horowhenua-Kapiti. It's been kicked right out to Chris Palmer and it finds touch. Beautiful touch clearance there from... They play quickly though as comes back through Pewharangi. Pewharangi stepping up the middle. Pewharangi, he's got a ringer with him. That's Kemp. They take him down 5 out from the line. Quick play there and it might have been turned over. It has been by Horowhenua-Kapiti. They called for the penalty. Ref said play on. They send it backdoor now to... I think that's the number 13 we don't have a name for, who successfully puts it into touch. That one there, it'll take play back midway 10 metre 22 on that far side of the field. And there's a Horowhenua-Kapiti player in back plate receiving treatment. It'll be a Ngati Porou East Coast line-out throw. They go high and it's gone right over the back. Tidied up there by Royal. Precy Elliott gives it out now to Kemp. Kemp gives it out to Pewharangi. They send it wide to Moana, out to Bartlett. Bartlett down the sideline. Steps back in on the 22. They set it up. They drive over the top here. Precy Elliott gives it now back to Kemp. Kemp just went high. Bollingford did well to pluck that in. Comes back down this near side. Tangaire going for a run. Tangaire gets and Moana, they just a little bit of a misunderstanding there. Moana was expecting Bartlett to stay out wide. Bartlett came in. Ball's gone out. There's a couple of players down here in back play for Horowhenua-Kapiti. Referee will stop play. We'll have a break here for a couple of injured players. There's the number 13, Toto Kapia. Sorry, we do have a name for the number 13. It's the one wearing number 12 we don't have a name for. So Toto Kapia just getting some treatment in back plate. And score, if you just joined us, 25-14. Horowhenua-Kapiti jumping out to a bit of a lead after scoring 2 unanswered tries. And just keeping an eye on the benches here, as it looks like there's a few people warming up for Ngati Porou. You can see Tūterangi Ngārimu down there warming up. No changes as of yet. A couple of opportunities there for Ngati Porou, but some staunch defence on the line by Horowhenua-Kapiti. We'll be back underway with a scrum restart very shortly. Referee Stu Catley says signals time back on. And there's number 22 out there, who is Connor Paki, who will replace Toto Kapia. So Connor Paki going out to the midfield. Defensive scrum feed here for Horowhenua-Kapiti. Referee not happy with it. He'll have it again. This one here, about 7 or 8 metres inside Horowhenua-Kapiti's 22. About 10 metres in from this near side of touch. As the referee just shifts the scrum. A little bit wet out there underfoot. Bit hard to tell in all of this sunshine. As we wait for the reset of this scrum. There's a new hooker out there as well for Horowhenua-Kapiti. Reti is waiting. Ball in. It's at the back here. Bit of pressure from Ngati Porou. Reti plucks it out. He gives it out to Paioa. Paioa stepping up the middle. Hunt gets him, takes him down just outside the 22. Reti brings it back to this near side. Players offside. Slow retreat there from Ngati Porou. Referee's playing advantage here for Horowhenua-Kapiti. Reti gives it back to, they go wide here. Numbers out wide. The player number 22, that's Connor Pucky coming back infield when the space was out wide. But the referee playing advantage. He'll come all the way back for a penalty. Roughly midway 10 metre 22, about 10 metres in, well, give or take, maybe about 8 metres in from this near side of touch. Opportunity here for Horowhenua-Kapiti to push play along this near touch line. There's some more subs coming on. I can see number 20, Kolino Koto, warming up. Ngati Porou East Coast looks like they're going to send a few reserves on as well. Looks like Tuterangi Narimu will be replacing Richie Green as we wait to see who the other changes are. Richie Green coming to the sideline. Line out here, about 4 metres inside Horowhenua-Kapiti territory. I was going to say short line now. Fabian Kahaki getting a run out there. He'll be replacing... It's a change. I'm just looking at the positional changes here. As Mohi Bartlett replaces Verdon Bartlett. Just wondering where Fabian Kahaki is lining up. He might have gone to midfield. They go high at the back. It's taken down cleanly there from Horowhenua-Kapiti as they send it through the back line, and it's the big man, Watts Pointer in the midfield. Takes it into contact. They come back to this near side. Through the number 6, that's Winterburn. Reti looking for the ball. Box kick coming. He puts it high. Chasers are coming here from the number 12. It's been knocked forward though. Play on, says the referee. No. Little knock on in there by Mohi Bartlett. It'll give an attacking scrum feed. Midfield scrum for Horowhenua-Kapiti. As the clock is counting down, under 5 minutes to go in this coverage, kindly brought to you by Te Runanga Nui or Ngati Porou. Time starting to run out for the men in sky blue. 25-14. Scrum, midfield scrum, midway 10 metre 22. Perfect attacking opportunity here for Horowhenua-Kapiti. They split the back line. Referee not happy with the set. He calls it in again. We'll have another reset. There's been a few of them. It's supposed to be one of the areas of play that's been getting tidied up, but we've had a few resets today. So we'll wait for another one. Reti about to feed the scrum. Ball in. It's at the back here. They take it blind. Back to Reti. Reti having a go. He puts the pass back on the infield to his number 8. Good tackle on him, but it's quick ball from Reti. Gives it out now to one of his backs on the burst. 7-8 out from the line here. Horowhenua-Kapiti on the attack. They got numbers out here. They set it up through their number 8 again. Looking to recycle. Reti Sends it out now to Buick. They give it up to the new man, number 18. Defence just holds in that one. Referee playing advantage here for Horowhenua-Kapiti. 1 off the ruck they go. 5 out from the line. Numbers they give it to, I think that was the number 12. We don't have a name for. Referee still playing advantage here. Horowhenua-Kapiti looking to put the nail in the coffin. Right on the 5-metre line. They go out wide. They send it through the backs to Buick. Long pass out. Numbers here. It's Kawana that'll go in. That'll seal it for Horowhenua-Kapiti. That'll take them out to 30 points to 14 with the kick to come. Great build-up of pressure there as the forwards took it up a couple of times. They swung it out to this near side before going back, and the space opened up there for Keaton Kawana. He had a player outside him but didn't need to use him. Another change, late change coming here for Ngati Porou as Jody Tuhaka will get out there. Just watch to see who he's replacing. And it'll be our man with no number on his back, Tyler Tane, with another conversion attempt coming. 30 points to 14. With just under a couple of minutes to go in this coverage, kindly brought to you by Te Nuranga Nui o Ngati Porou. As Tane just going through his motions, preparing for the kick. He'll look to eat up as much time as possible as we head into the final minute of this first game of the season. It'll be, he's 5 metres in from that far touchline, 1 metre out from the trial, and does it go over? Oh, what a beautiful kick. It hung up there, but it just had the legs to get over the post. That'll take it out to 32-14 with the what could be the final play of the game to come. It'll be a Ngati Porou East Coast restart. My mate Boogs, Chris Wilton, coach of the Horowhenua-Kapiti team, he'll have the bragging rights for another year. As Pewhairangi gets us back underway, sends it deep. It's fielded there by Kawana, who puts it into touch. Still got time to go here, says the referee. Referee, of course, sole judge of time. 32-14. Horowhenua-Kapiti. It was a close game up until those 2 tries after the second half. They pushed it out, and they've been able to extend from that. Ngati Porou East Coast just unable to capitalise on a couple of opportunities down in the Horowhenua red zone. Tuhaka, they go high. It's taken down by Hunt. It comes out now to Bollingford. Bollingford straightens up, takes it into contact. Bless Precy Elliott digging in, looking for the ball. He gives it out to Wadman. Wadman straightens up and goes into contact. Picked up here by Hunt. Defence up quickly on him. Precy Elliott gives it out now to Palmer. Palmer sends it wide to Bartlett, and it's just gone through the hands over the sideline. What's the referee say? Still time to go here. Little knock on is the call. It'll be a Horowhenua-Kapiti scrum feed. Now this should be the final act of the game. Time up on our watch. 32-14 on that Aotearoa FM scoreboard. What could be the final play of the game here? An attacking scrum. Well, sorry, it's a defensive scrum for Horowhenua-Kapiti. But an opportunity to attack nonetheless. It's at the back here for Reti. He's just going to put it into touch here. That'll be the end of the game. Horowhenua-Kapiti too strong in the first Heartlands game of the season for Ngati Porou East Coast. They take it out 32 points to 14. We've got some highlights to come for you before we catch up with the captains of the respective teams. And stay tuned. We'll be down there on the sideline very shortly and bring you those interviews. Kia ora whānau, good result there for Horowhenua-Kapiti, but I'm here with the captain of Ngati Porou East Coast, Mr. Sammy Parks. There'll be a lot of positives in that game, Sammy, even though you'd be disappointed with the result?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's pretty kind to say that there's a couple of positives out of there. We're pretty disappointed with that effort. It's no good, eh? Yeah, we have to come back better next week. But
a couple of boys, their first time out there in the blue jersey. How do you think they went?
Yeah. I mean, a couple of boys out there for their first go, but yes, in the uppy went well. Yeah.
And next week you've got Mid Canterbury. Boys will be back into the work this week at training, and you've got a few things to work on.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're going to have to get back into the drawing board and come up with a better plan than what we had today anyway.
There he goes, whānau. That's captain of the Ngati Porou East Coast team, Mr. Sammy Parks. Very shortly we're going to catch up with the captain of the Horowhenua-Kapiti team. Kia ora whānau, we're here with Centurion today, 100 matches for this man, Mr. Ryan Shelford, but you'd be more happy with the win today from your boys?
Oh, look, I'm stoked on the win, but never played rugby to win or lose. I played because of the people on the journey, and I just so proud of the men in here. And each week when we put on the jersey, we talk about honouring those that came before us, all of the players that came before us, respecting those that stand beside us, and leading for the future. So I'm hoping that this season we can do that for our community.
100 games, mate. When you first ran out in your first game for Horowhenua-Kapiti, did you ever envisage you'd be here for 100?
No, neither did my wife. She's over there checking me out at the moment because I said that I might come back next year.
Well, congratulations on the win today, bro, and congratulations on a huge achievement, 100 games for your province. Anything you want to say before we sign out?
Yeah, I'd just like to acknowledge my mum, acknowledge my wife, acknowledge my whānau that come up all the way from Kapiti, the Porou Rugby Club from my home for the last few years, all the people I've played with and against, played some fantastic Māori rugby for Te Waiponamu and Te Tini o Maui, and I just say anyone that wants to get involved, jump in there. It's an amazing time, and got to travel the country, and yeah, just anyone that I've played with. I'd just like to thank our union, our rugby committee, our board, and all of our rugby community. Thank you.
And of course, I believe these are your beautiful children below you. They'll be pretty happy with Dad's effort today. Hey, Dad, have a good game?
Yeah, but shy.
Bit shy. Oh, well, congratulations on a great achievement, boss, and all the best with the rest of your season.
Thank you very much.
There he goes, whānau. That's Ryan Shelford, captain of the victorious Horowhenua-Kapiti team. That's my lock. Koina tāku mō tēnei wā. A big mihi to our team in the background that's been bringing you this broadcast. Of course, Adrian Royal, he's up there on the streaming kit. We've got Eri Walker on the camera. Big mihi to our sponsors, Te Runanga Nui o Ngati Porou East Coast. We'll be back next week bringing you the live stream coverage of the game between Ngati Porou East Coast and Mid-Canterbury from Ashburton. Koina tāku, stay safe out there, don't drink and drive, and we'll see you next week.